Let me tell you something off the rip. This year, I'm not supporting Black History Month, and I do not support Black Lives Matter movement. It's just that plain and simple. Now, you all may get all pissed off and have an attitude and all the rest of that stuff, but I'm just telling you what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna give, and I'm just being real with you. I'm not gonna give the white man my money this year. I'm not. Because all Black History Month is a cash cow for corporations such as Hallmark. What do? They have cards on, Black History Month and with Martin Luther King on it. Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks. They have stamps with black men on it, like Dr. Martin Luther King. They have all of this merchandise, Black Lives Matter pendants and Black History shirts, and all of this stuff for Black History Month. We not even realizing that we getting played. That none of that money that they make off of Black History Month is dedicated to one single black community. I'm not buying it anymore. I am sick and tired of people using, or rather exploiting us. We're using us. They're taking our pain and suffering and monetizing it. So you see, when you look at NBA games, Black Lives Matter on a basketball court. On a football field, when you're looking at an NFL game, Black Lives Matter on a football field. They're using that in order for them to make money. They act as though that they care, but they don't. And it's that plain and simple. And I've caught on to it. And I'm not going to support it. I'm not going to buy into that bullshit anymore. Period. I'm just not. If you truly want to do good or do right by black people, give us reparations. I don't want a month. I don't want a Black History Month. I just want my bread. That's all I want. Give us that. But don't give me that bullshit ass month that's the shortest month of the year, called February. I don't want that. And matter of fact, y'all take a pause button on February the 14th. So we don't even get a full month. February 14th we gotta stop that Black History Month. It's Valentine's Day. We're truly getting pimped and don't even realize it. And I will not support that shit anymore. I won't. I bought a Black Lives Matter mask from Joe Sig. Much respect to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy another mask. Matter of fact, I bought two. I bought the one that you had the Queen City, the crown on it. I bought that one. I'm gonna wear that one, but I'm not wearing that Black Lives Matter mask anymore because I don't support it. I don't, and there's no offense to Joe Sig. I'm just saying I just don't support the movement. Let me tell you something. If you go to the website, if you don't believe me, check it out. Go to the website and read what their mission is. And it's not to bring the black families together. It's not. And I don't know if you all realize it, but it's ran, and I have nothing against the LGBTQ community, so don't come at me, but it's just facts. It's ran by 3 lesbians and owned by 1 white man, or rather financed by 1 white man. I am sick and tired of people making money off of our pain and suffering and giving us nothing for it. And this has gotten ridiculous. You know that there's a white family that's selling African merchandise? Don't believe me? Check it out. It's called African Imports. Africa Imports. Online. AfricaImports.com if I'm not mistaken. It's either African or AfricaImports.com. They sell djembe drums, they sell dashikis, they sell shea butter, oils, incense, all of the African cultural stuff, they sell that. And they're not ashamed to admit that most of the stuff that they sell is not even made in Africa. It's made in China. So here you are, you thinking you buying a dashiki that an African made, but it was really made in China. And they supposedly donating funds to the African tribes. But you know how that goes. I want to see the paper trail. I want to make sure that it's legit. Period. And the reason why I know about that family is because I used to order from them. Period. And it's a shame, but I'm here to tell you, like, I don't want to be the one that brings you the truth, and it hurts. But I gotta give it to you. Most of you people that are wearing dashikis, ankhs, djembe drums, that have djembe drums, is wearing African attire, it's made in China. Period. Made in China. Now there are some things that are made from Africa, I'm not gonna lie, but a lot of it is made in China. And y'all are walking around with it on. Let me tell you something. Do you think wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt is gonna do anything? Straight up. Let me explain something to you. In order for there to be change, there have to be laws being made. Because that's the only type of respect that we're gonna get if it's a law that is specifically made for African Americans. Like, take for example, it will be against the law for you to stop a black man or woman without any type of notion that they're doing something illegal. It can't even be a probable cause. Like, it has to be some type of legislation that protects us. Other than that, black men and black women are going to be dying by the boatloads in the near future. That plain and simple. We got Black Lives Matter going on. Got people marching. We got Black History Month, and black men and black women are still dying. Which makes no sense to me. I'm not going to be part of that. I'm just not. It does not make sense. It really doesn't. Because at the end of the day, nothing's going to change. Nobody wants to see change. Because if they did, there would be some type of law passed in order to protect us. And I'm just so tired of these poster boys and poster girls. You remember that little boy? I'm just a young man trying to be the best that I can. Talking about he want to live and all the rest of that. See, what white people do is they plaster up passive black men and black women, or young kids. They plaster them up. Or what about the young lady, the 22-year-old? And I'm not trying to attack them. I'm just saying that they're being used and they don't even know it. They're being exploited. What about the young black woman that was at the inauguration? That's the poet. Now they got her doing poems everywhere. She's just the next Maya Angelou, but that's not change. That's not change. You just talking about it. They love it when you are a poet, or you singing about it, you rapping about it. They love the passiveness. And they shun the aggression. They love Dr. Martin Luther King, but they hated Malcolm X because Malcolm X said, by any means necessary to protect and defend your family. And the reality of it is white racist people don't want you to protect and defend your family. Let me explain something to you, because I don't think y'all really understand this. Twice when I went to pick up my guns, they didn't want me to have it. They were very reluctant to sell me a gun, because now they know, oh, this is a black man with a gun, and it's a legal gun. And I know when I'm about to go pick up my next gun, I know I'm gonna face that same type of attitude. See, you black people think it's a joke. You all are disarming your children. While, I'm not gonna say the enemy, while the white militias, the Proud Boys, and the likes are arming their children, arming their wives, their daughters, their sisters, their brothers, their aunts, their uncles, their cousins, their friends. They're prepared and organized. But we're not. We're still in the streets talking about some we shall overcome one day. Y'all all want the white man's approval. And I'm here to tell you that I'm not saying all white people are that way, but they don't want us here. I'm not saying all white people think that way, but a vast majority do. They don't want us here. We're living somewhere where we're not wanted. And we're still trying to prove to the white racist white man, not all white people are racist, but we're still trying to prove to them, please, we're equal, we're fair, I'm a law-abiding citizen. All I want to do is just live by you. I'm going to be a best neighbor. I'm going to do this, and you just making a fool of yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. Let me tell you something. This is the reality. You know who the white man truly respects? He really respected Malcolm X. He really respects people such as myself that have a mind of his own and says that I don't got shit to prove to you. Who are you? He really respects that type of mentality. He don't like it, but he respects it to a certain extent. Don't get it twisted. He'll take me out like that. But at the end of the day, he respects a man that's a man. An alpha man. And I could tell you right here, I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Period. And the only reason why I'm in this situation is because that black people don't want change. We don't want to come together. We don't want our own. We want to just continue to be slaves. Because I said it in one of the videos that I've done on my old channel. We're still slaves. We're still picking cotton. You do realize that the fiat note, or rather the dollar bill, is 75% cotton and 25% linen. So we're still on plantation, still working for massa. Massa tell us when we get off, when we clock in and when we clock out. We don't want a home. So let me say this. I'm gonna end it, right? I don't want to hear you all bitching and complaining about it's another dead black man got killed by the cops and this and that and so forth, because y'all don't really want real change. You just don't. It's obvious you don't, because the marches are not working. The march on Washington is not working. The march wherever a black man, a young black man, a young black woman gets killed is not working. Al Sharpton is not working. Jesse Jackson is not working. The Rainbow Coalition is not working. The NAACP is not working. Things haven't changed. Black Lives Matter, hashtag Black Lives Matter is not working. Black History Month every year is not working. So shouldn't we try something different? Let me say this. A fool is one that does the same thing and believing that it's going to be different results. That's a fool. If you continue to do the same thing, but you expect a different result by doing the same thing that you've been doing. So we're nothing but children, opening up the stove and it's hot and we keep on touching. Ow, 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 ow. Don't make sense. I won't participate in it. You can unsubscribe. You can not like me, but I can say this, and you can say this as well. At least I have a mind of my own, and I think for myself. That plain and simple. My name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video.